everyone, welcome. I'm Rhiannon. I'm with Simply Blessed with Rhi. If you see the red live button up there in the corner, that means I'm currently live. If you don't see that, you're watching the replay. And if you could please comment hashtag replay so I know that you were here. I'd love to say hello to you. All right, let me get some admin stuff done. We've got a light up snow globe tonight, guys. All right, come on. Technology has not been my friend today. Not at all. It refuses to copy my link. There we go. All right. Let's get going on this. All right. If you have commented, I'm sorry, I can't see it. So, the snow globe just says 31 October, and it's got some bats and spider webs. Just like this. We're going to do the words in orange, so we're going to go ahead and do those, because that's going to be the easiest. My nose itches. I need to grab my little trays. All of them are in the other room. I will say the one thing I like about the sponges over a paintbrush is you don't have the brush strokes. Oh, I have been working non-stop on the Whatnot orders. I have about half of them done. Half of everything done. But then I gotta get ready for Tuesday as well. So if you are okay with me holding on to your Whatnot order until and after Tuesday's show, please let me know. Because I'm probably gonna use the pieces from your order to show, just so I don't have to cut more. And I was thinking about it. I'm thinking about moving my Tuesday night sale, or moving the Whatnot sale, one way or the other, to where they're closer. That way I can show the stuff on Whatnot and then turn around and show the stuff on Facebook, the same stuff. I think that would be easier, a lot less stressful on me, because I've already determined that I'm going to have the same stuff on Facebook as I have on Whatnot. This week we actually have a few extra pieces that wasn't on the Whatnot sale. But I think that if I do it that way, it will make it to where I'm able to do both without burning myself out. So, like having... I was thinking about the Whatnot on Monday, but I know that one of the other sellers has hers on Monday. And I don't want to split y'all's attention. I am not seeing comments, so. If I have them back to back, you know, like a Monday and a Tuesday, then I would be able to show what I had on, you know, the previous night without having to cut extra, unless somebody orders it. Because too often there's a lot of stuff that doesn't sell on Facebook. I had everything but one piece sell on Whatnot yesterday. Of the stuff that I cut out specifically for the show. Which is pretty good, you guys. Y'all, these little brushes are not my favorite. However, I have been washing them out. These are the same brushes that I've been using every day. Thank you, Diane. It's making for a really long weekend. I have been working on your tags today. I got the tags themselves figured out. I just have to figure out the font, which I will do eventually. All right, this is going to be black, and our bats are going to be black. But, like I said, I just think that if I were to do it that way, or even the same day, you guys, have both sales the same day, it would make my life a bit easier. What do you guys think about the same day? It would require me to move one of the shows, one of the two shows. Thank you, Bridget. I'll get you in a sec. And if I were to do it on the same day, what day would you guys prefer? There you go, Bridget. Oh my word, this is so much easier. See how fast I just painted that spider web? I'm happy with that. Y'all, usually it takes me forever to paint something like that. I don't want to get rid of the Facebook because it was like an overwhelming consensus to keep the Facebook sales. The one thing I like about the sponge, you guys, is I'm not getting stuff as much down in the crevices. I am a little bit, but not as much as I would be with a brush, which is huge. Makes life a lot easier. So I got these little brushes off at Amazon. I saw somebody else using these to paint, and I figured, I'll try them. And I like them. At first I didn't like them at all. But now that I'm using them, I like them. I like them a lot better than the makeup wipes. Not the makeup wipes, the makeup sponges. Because I have a hard time holding on to those. And these have handles. If you guys want the link to these, I will share that. Because it took me quite a while to find these. Because I didn't know what they were called. It's kind of Q-tip, but it's not that. I'm just not good at searching anyways, you guys. I always have problems with search words. Trying to figure out what words to use. I don't need to do that whole 3. I don't know why I was trying to do it. Habit, probably. See how fast that was? So much faster. Yeah, I will. I might be able to do it and post it on here, so give me a second. I don't know. I can try. I don't think I have the app on here. Nope, I would have to log in. I'm not dealing with that right now. I might just post it to the video and after the show instead of sending it individually. I don't remember, Lisa. Did you say you wanted me to hold your order? Your whatnot order? Fine. Just a little bit more black. Just a little bit. Okay, good. Thank you, Lisa. What about you, Bridget? Yes. Please hold yours. I got ya. I had thought you guys had said that, but y'all, the whatnot shows, you guys cannot go back and see the comments. I can, but I have to be on a desktop to see them. So, and I just haven't been able to get on and look. Because there were a few people, I think, that said, yes, hold them. Which I'd be grateful for. We're already like halfway done with this thing. Of course, the lights are going to take a minute. And you guys, it's going to have green lights instead of white. So this backer is going to be purple, but I'm going to use 2 different colors of purple. So I'm going to try. I need some more trays. I'm out of trays. And of course, they're all the way in the back, I think. There we go. So this is Purple Cow from DecoArt. And we're going to use lavender from Deco Art. Oh, that needs shook up. Yay, green. You're funny, Tony. Diane, do you want me to hold your order? Alright, I'm just going to do the inside and then we're going to kind of go around the outside with the darker. Okay. Thank you, my dear. Might have to put some more of the slide out. Yep. That helps me out tremendously, you guys, because like I said, the orders that don't go, I'm going to use y'all's pieces that are already wrapped and cut and everything to show on Tuesday. Just to show. You'll still get your piece. I'm just going to show your piece instead of cutting it out again. That way, if it doesn't sell on Tuesday, I'm not out a cutout and out the time. Makes sense. Alright, I'm going to go around the edges with this darker color and kind of blend it in. That was a bit much on that one. Oh, definitely. I figured out that even though the one page says, oh my goodness, you have horrible shipping on Whatnot, my actual page that people see does not say that. It actually says I have an average ship time of 1 day. So, it be lying. But because it says that, we are just going to keep going with shipping whenever. I mean, for the most part, it is 1 day. A lot of it does go in a day. Like I already have, I think 5 orders packed and the label printed. Alright. I'm just gonna kind of try to blur these lines a little bit. Get a little bit less blunt. think that's good enough. It looks kind of cool. I don't feel like spending a ton of time on it because we've got to glue the lights on. So the backer actually has, let me look at what this looks like put together first before I decide that it's done. Because I might not like it. Might not like it. That's alright. It'll be fine. Alright. I do need my hot glue gun, which is down here somewhere. I had it yesterday. What did I do with it? It's right there. Y'all, I knew I had it, I just didn't know where I had it. Alright. Unplug that and let's warm this guy up. I'm not sure where more. Yes, I know where more. Anyway, let's glue these together. Y'all, I'm a mess tonight. I had to warm it back up. It was good though. It was ribs and burnt ends and macaroni and cheese. He wasn't supposed to bring it home that early. I had told him if I ran long that I would appreciate if he got that, you know, at like 4 or 5 because Hannah had to be at work at 6. But he ended up going up to the store right next to it early. And so I get it. You know, there's no use going back up there when he could just go ahead and grab it. But that meant that I had to eat leftovers. It's all good though. Alright, so there are 2 rings, inner rings on these, and that is so that you have enough room for the lights to sit, in case you haven't seen me do one of these before. So that is so you have enough rings, or enough room for the lights to sit. I am going to glue this to the backer, that way I know I'm within my, where I need to be. And now, you guys, it used to be harder because you have to fish the lights through the backer because you need the little box to be outside so that you can turn it on and off. Well, then you had to glue the lights to the back of this piece so that you could know where your little holes were. Well, now the holes are scored on the backer, and that way we can just go ahead and glue the lights to where the scored lines are, and it'd be a lot easier, a lot. Because what would happen would be you would have the lights coming through this and then glued on that, and trying to line it up was a pain. It wasn't impossible, but it was a little bit painful. It's a lot easier to line it up like this. So you will get the set of lights. I'm sorry if you don't want green, that's the only color I have. Now, these are a 20 count. Thought they were going to be 10. This actually looks a lot longer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, even though 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, shows 16. I thought there was less. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to start with the light closest to the box. So I just fished it through the back. And I am actually going to just glue the box to the back. Now, on the little box, it has this thing for you to push to open it up to replace the battery. Make sure not to glue that part to the back. If I were you, I would glue it on the other side. So I'm just going to hit it with hot glue, a bunch of it, and plop it on there. That way I don't have to worry about it. And it'll stay put. I am going to get a little bit of the excess glue off because I'm kind of crazy with it, you guys. There we go. Alright, that is on there, so I am going to start. And I am just going to hit it. I need my little finger thingies. Give me a sec. Here's one. These are crucial, you guys. So what you're going to do is just glue before and after where the light's going to be. And you're just going to pop it down. And so I'm just going to keep gluing right at the little circles. I'm going to go out and then kind of in around. It'd be easier to see this if they were on. Where is it? Alright. That's easier. So I'm just going to loop them. Kind of loop so that it goes where I want it to go without making a mess. So you see why, because you're going to have to swirl it around, why it's good to have that extra room in between the layers. I'm going to try to put that a little bit closer so I only have to put one dot. This is a lot easier than what it looks, you guys. It looks hard, but it's not. Especially not this way. This one is, okay. How do I want to do it? Y'all, just play with it to get it to lay the way that you want. And where you want it. There's actually more lights than what is required. So I'm just going to loop them around on the inside so it'll kind of glow. I've never done it with the with them glued on the back, so I'm kind of anxious to see how it's going to look. If it's just going to glow anyway. Because before, the way it was, like I said, they were glued to the other piece. And if you don't want the excess inside, you can cut off the ends of these. It is not going to hurt it at all. It'll just cut the end off. It doesn't short it at all, which is awesome. I'm just not fond of hot glue. So you can get these at Dollar Tree. Absolute necessity. Absolute necessity. Especially for those of us that burn our fingers. Which is me, you guys. I am a mess. Here, just to kind of hold it down. I'm going to put 2 dots. One right here and one back here. These little finger things make it so much easier. And use as much glue as you would like. It's not going to hurt anything. So, if you guys didn't see on Whatnot, I have 5 other shows saved. So we're going to do... Thank you, Amanda. Hey, Mom. We're going to do a chalk Christmas in July sale on Wednesday. Now, if you haven't been in those sales yet, you absolutely have to bookmark the show, because as soon as I go live, the show is going private and it will disappear from my profile. Once it goes private, you will not be able to find it. The only way to get into the show is if you have it bookmarked. It will send you an email and say one of your saved shows is starting soon. And then you'll be able to get into it. The only other way is if you message me and say, I cannot get in, I can send you the link and it'll let you in that way. But the easiest thing to do would be to bookmark it. And when you get that email, go ahead and jump in. Now, the last time I went live almost completely right at the time that it was supposed to be, I think, and I might be wrong, I think if I wait just a few more minutes and let people come on, well, no. Yeah, let people come on before I hit that live button, because you can go into it before I go live. And then hit private then. Might work. We're almost done. We got 2 more holes. But I absolutely have to do those as private shows, guys, because I could probably get in trouble. I'm not going to say probably. I would get in trouble. I wouldn't be able to sell anything on sale. It'd all have to be retail if I wasn't private. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put a bead right back here, and then I'm just going to kind of twirl the others up. I don't know how I got glue on that actual light, but it's okay. So I'm just going to kind of twirl these up so that they're extra light. And I'm going to tack them down a little bit so that they're not in the way. Extra light is fun. Right, that's all I'm gonna do. So with that, it's completely contained. See how it looks. Oh, look, you guys. I'm going to turn it off for now because I have to glue the front parts together. Ooh, I should have put the stopper in that. Totally forgot. No, I am gonna glue like in here too, because it's gonna be flush against that back and I don't want it coming up. I don't want it to snag on anything, like if you'll know what I mean. It's just better to have it all glued. I'm not going to worry about the word. I think the word will be fine. Well, I was going to dry brush this, but I forgot. We can still do it. I think it'll be fine. Just gotta be careful. So, let's see. I'm gonna put some white down. And kind of dry brush it. Actually, I have the perfect, I think the perfect brush in here. Maybe. I saw it the other day. And of course I don't see it now. Because I had rearranged these drawers because I have some stuff in here that I need to get rid of. Right, I don't see it. I had thought about that when this is fine. This is working pretty good. It's not getting on the back row, which I was afraid of. That's about right there. There we go. That worked. All right. Let me put these little bats. This is a big one, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that. Make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be on those. Hey, Amy. Here we go. I missed a little bit of black. So we're going to have to just a little bit of black. I think I'm going to have to use an actual brush for that. It's so small, I don't think it'll matter what the, Alright, come on though. With the dry brush, because it's kind of past that point. I probably should have sat my number down before I did the dry brush. This black doesn't like me, you guys. Does not like me. It's lined up. Do my faces before I forget, because I will. No, I'm almost out. I do have another bottle, but this one's almost out. Set this in here so that it glues right. That's what I thought. It's being difficult. There we go.
I'm going out to put nuggets up.
Okay. And the last part is to glue the front to the back. It's kind of early for him to be putting them up, but okay. It's still like light outside. They don't like going in their coops when it's still light outside. Alright. I'm actually going to do it this way. Maybe. Yes, that is so much easier, you guys, than trying to fight with these lights. Guys, excited to see what it looks like? Hey, Jackie. Well, I have a Halloween cutout sale on Tuesday at 7:30 Central Standard Time, and it's all Halloween. guys ready? Look at that. Isn't it cute? This will be available on Tuesday. Oh my word. My needle doesn't want to go on my glue. Doesn't surprise me, but guys, what do you think? So, ooh, I was gonna do something else too. We need some white highlights. Not that one. Not that one. Where is my medium tip? There's one of them. Alright. Thank you, Melinda. Melinda, do you want me to hold your order? Because this is going to be on the Tuesday show, as well as some other really cool stuff that was not on the Whatnot show. Alright, I'm done. Alright, so that is all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming on and hanging out with me. I'll be live tomorrow night with a project. I think I'm going to do the witch in the chair. I might do the chair before the live and do the witch on the live. We'll see how I feel. So, thank you guys so much for coming on and hanging out with me. Did I turn it off? I did turn it off. And I will see you guys tomorrow if you come on. Alright, have a great night, you guys. Good night.